Last rites being performed in Gandhinagar of Prime Minister Modi's mother, Heeraben Modi, who died at the age of 99. The Prime Minister had taken to Twitter in order to announce the news of the passing away of his mother. He put out a very heartfelt message there saying, "A glorious century rests at the feet of God. In Ma, I have always felt that trinity that contains the journey of an ascetic, the symbol of a selfless Karam yogi, and a life committed to values." So he, the three personality traits that he spoke of his mother, a life that she led of values, and those values that continue to carry on through the Prime Minister. We can see those values, Priyanshi. He was so particular as to the time of the funeral, the time of the cremation, which he didn't want to inconvenience the people there in Gujarat.
Right. And in fact, earlier this year, the Prime Minister had also put out a blog. Now we can see those final rites being performed at the crematorium.
परंपरा के अनुसार पंच महाभूतों से बना हुआ ये शरीर अंत में उन्हीं पंच महाभूतों में समा जाता है। ये दृश्य आप देख रहे हैं, वो हीराबेन जिनकी तस्वीरें जब से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने हैं, उनकी तस्वीरें, उनके दृश्य लगातार देश और दुनिया के सामने आते रहे हैं। कई तरह से वो दृश्य आए। 100 साल की उनकी जिंदगी, हाल ही में उन्होंने अपना 100वां जन्मदिन मनाया, लेकिन अपने अंतिम पल तक वो सक्रिय रहीं। चाहे कोविड की वैक्सीन लगवाने की बात हो या हाल ही में संपन्न हुए गुजरात विधानसभा चुनावों में पोलिंग बूथ पर जाकर वोटिंग करने की बात रही हो, या नोटबंदी के दौरान हमने देखा था कि वो खुद लाइन में लगी हुई थी आम जनता के साथ। सक्रिय हीराबेन की जीवन यात्रा अब अग्नि को समर्पित हो गई है। पंच महाभूतों से बना हुआ ये शरीर अग्नि को समर्पित हो गया है और ये शरीर उन्हीं पंच महाभूतों में
where the family members of these are family members of Heeraben, including the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. She was admitted in a hospital a couple of days ago, and the Prime Minister went visiting also yesterday. But it seems that the health condition did not improve after all. However, the hospital was saying that the health condition seems to be gradually improving and it is stable, but perhaps things took a turn for the worse, and Narendra Modi, having lost his mother. Now, we do know that she has been a source of inspiration for the Prime Minister in his day-to-day life, right from getting her to tour the entire Prime Minister's residence to constantly visiting her in Ahmedabad when he used to go to Gujarat on his trips, to writing a blog when she completed 99 years of age. And he wrote a fairly long blog on the impact she has had in his life. It seems that the prayers where they were hoping that she will get better, and perhaps one did get a sense also after reading those statements by the UN Mehta Hospital that her condition is stable, did not really work, and the Prime Minister has lost his mother. Heeraben Modi completed 99 years this June and would have completed 100 years in another 6 months. As we told you, the Prime Minister wrote a long blog chronicling this journey as to how this bond was a perfect bond between the two, between the son and the mother. Just a short while ago, the commentary that you were hearing on TV also spoke about how Heeraben Modi was also, in her own way, trying to show that she's fighting fit and she's participating in this great achievement that India has called democracy, from voting and not exercising her vote from her house, which is a provision available to the elderly, but choosing to go to a polling station. Also, during COVID, taking all the vaccinations. So that was always one image which was presented to the world as someone who's showing the zeal to accept things and also participate in activities. So this is going to be a huge loss for the Prime Minister, having lost his mother at the age of 99.
Right, Sanket, and we were talking about that blog that the Prime Minister had written on Heeraben Modi's 99th birthday, and he had said in that blog that all the good character that I have and all the good principles that I have in my life right now are because of what my parents have taught me. And he also went on to explain how his mother had a really humble lifestyle. She even went to wash utensils at other people's houses to support the family income. So if you could take us through the contribution that Heeraben Modi had in the Prime Minister's life, both in his personal life and also in his political life.
Yeah, so let's take reference from that blog, because it gives us a clear picture of what the Prime Minister's mother meant to him. The blog talks about and chronicles the journey over the past few years, particularly, the 70 plus years of the Prime Minister's existence, the early years in Vadnagar, their extremely humble family background, a family of extremely limited means, poverty, and managing from that crisis into what the Prime Minister is today, and the role the mother played. So that blog often talks about how she never made us feel that there is a problem, and that has perhaps had a great impact on the Prime Minister. The blog also talks about how in his political journey, when Narendra Modi was not the Prime Minister, when he was just a political worker for the Bharatiya Janata Party, and in its previous avatar also. You see, BJP only came into existence in the 1980s. But in its earlier avatar, how Narendra Modi and his politics was shaped and nurtured and promoted by his mother, where she gave her blessings. All of that finds a prominent mention in the blog. It talks about him going to Lal Chowk to unfurl the tricolour and then coming back to Gujarat and being greeted by the mother. There are pictures in that blog about this very special bond. And then more recently, when he took over as the Prime Minister, when he repeatedly went there, it has a picture of the Prime Minister giving his mother a tour of the Prime Minister's residence on a wheelchair, pushing that wheelchair. So, it was very clear that this is a very special bond, like any other, mother and son bond. So, that is what he was trying to highlight with the help of that blog. Now, that association in his memory is definitely going to remain. However, at the age of 99, and we must say that at 99 also, she lived an extremely healthy life, extremely physically fit. So this is definitely for the Prime Minister, while he mourns the loss of his mother, I'm also sure, and it was very clear from that blog also, that he does definitely believe in celebrating this life also, which is something he did through that blog and through the various commentary that the Prime Minister makes about his mother.